Welcome back to the Magic Academy. I am Celestial Petals, and today we are doing some more smoothies. Today it's all about flavor. Stay tuned. We are going over flavor today. So there are so many ways to flavor your smoothies and to get flavor out of your smoothies. In the first two-part video that I did, where we go over the composition of the perfect smoothie, okay, there's a lot of information in there that basically tells you your equipment and your liquids that you add in really do play as far as like the impact and weakness of the flavor of your smoothie. So today we're going to go a little bit further than that and explain actually how to make it the kind of flavor that you want, that's palatable for you. You know, like different flavors, okay? So first thing, we're going to go over milks, the different kinds of milks. In that two-part video, I basically explained that you can use your waters, like your coconut water, or your pH water, like the Sprouts coconut water, or the Essentia pH water, which is alkalized water. And coconut milk is alkalized as well. But those are like a water, and it will take away some flavor. In using those, you may have to put some flavor back in. We'll go over that too today. But a lot of times we want a creamy smoothie. We want our smoothies to have a nice creamy texture when we aren't going for a high citrus. So we'll go with some of these wonderful milks. Let's go over some brands that I have here that I have found. The ones that I just found at Fry's grocery store, frysfoods.com or krogerfoods.com, is the Simple Truth Organic. I mentioned them in my other videos when I was talking about the nut butters. And what I will do is pair up the nut butter with the flavor of the milk. So if I have a almond butter, then I will use one of the almond milks. If I have a cashew butter, then I will use one of the cashew milks, which was super delicious, and I'm out of that cashew milk now after just like 5 days. So it was good stuff. I really enjoyed it. So that's something you can do too. So what kind of flavors can you get in these milks? Oh, some other brands really quick. We have Silk brand, which you can get anywhere, even at Sprouts. And it has, and this is the cashew from Silk. Okay, and then we've got the Almond Breeze, which is a product of Blue Diamond Almonds. Okay, so it's a product of Blue Diamond Almonds. And this is their Almond Breeze, almond and coconut blend. And this is delicious. It's really good. You guys will enjoy it. So like I said, I will pair my nut butter with that if I have the nut butter that goes with it, or I'll just use a plain peanut butter if I don't have the specialty peanut butter. I will say these are like $5 something, almost $6 a jar. If I had not got them on sale, I probably wouldn't have bought both. Just to be honest, their prices on them I think are a little bit too high. However, they are organic, they are all natural. It's just the nut butter. So, you know, I'm glad I got them. I'm glad they had a sale. Let's just say that, because some of these products can get kind of expensive as you're collecting and trying to add flavors into your and nutrition into your smoothies. So you really do have to shop those sales. Fry's had a good one. All the Simple Organic brand was on sale. The milks were $1.49, if you can believe that. It was a digital coupon. The most that these are usually on sale for are $2.49 and $2.99 in the Blue Almond, Almond Breeze, and the Silk. Okay, these brands are usually, if you find them on sale, $2.49 to $2.99. In the state that I live in, it's going to be different where you are. But you know, having these for $1.49 and then getting the butters on sale as well, I was like, I'm getting all of that because I want to play around with some flavors. I am a flavor bug. So we've got all those to talk about flavors today. There's not a huge difference between cashew and almond, but if you do not like almond, then go for cashew. You'll like the cashew. And what else? One thing about these milks, okay, they're organic. Yes, you can get organic or you can get non-organic. They're the regular. Either way. So organic is nice. Simple Truth is organic. Silk and Blue Diamond also come in organic, but I don't think I got the organic in these. They were out. So you can get them organic or non-organic, either way. What was I trying to tell you with those? Oh, but the really important thing is because they are a plant-based milk and a nut-based milk, they are lactose-free, yay, and they are usually soy-free unless you're buying a soy milk. And we talked about that in one of the other videos too. Why we probably want to avoid soy is because soy turns to estrogen in our body, and we don't want to give that to our whole family. There are people, you know, our younger girls, like little girls, and our boys and men, we don't want to be giving them just a bunch of soy products that are going to turn to estrogen in their bodies. We don't need them to be having our mood swings or mess with their bodies and their makeup that way, right? So you'll want to get them something that isn't soy for the men in your life, men and boys in your life. And that's what's great about the almond and cashew milks and the different flavors of them, is that it's not soy. So, and they're lactose free. So that's great, okay? Which of course means the fat that you're getting in there is from the nuts. Any of the fat at all is just from the nuts. So it's plant-based. And our bodies really do process plant-based fats differently and better. So they come in all sorts of different flavors. Your basics will be the flavor of the nut. So like cashew, almond, etc. I don't know what other ones they would have, but cashew and almond I know is the two. Then, like this Almond Breeze by Blue Diamond Almonds is almond and coconut. Unsweetened. It's unsweetened as well, so there's no added sugar, no added carbs. And then the Silk, this one I just got the plain cashew. This one is vanilla almond milk, no coconut, just vanilla and almond, which is good because my son likes the vanilla flavor. He doesn't like coconut. So that's great for him. And it's unsweetened as well. And then I've got another almond milk. I did have another cashew as well. So you can get them in multiple different flavors. Okay, so there are some of your flavor combinations that you can start adding. Then, like I said, you can add your nut butters as well. That adds a nice stronger, nuttier flavor to your beverage, which is really good. You can add things like your protein powders. This one is a vanilla flavored from Sprouts. This is Sprouts Whey Protein, antibiotic-free, hormone-free vanilla. It has 18 grams of protein, 2 grams of carbs, and 1 grams of fat per scoop, which is about 2 tablespoons plus. It's huge. And this is a vanilla flavoring, which is great because you're just adding that scoop in there, it enriches it with a nice creamy vanilla flavor. Some other things you can use for flavoring: molasses, maple syrup, other kinds of syrups are really good to use, but you can use molasses, especially if you're making a pumpkin latte. Molasses or sweet potato, molasses is great for that. You can use just your basic vanilla extracts. You can add in your spices and seasonings as you wish. This is cinnamon. And you can add in things like coconut milk powder or the cacao powder. And these are superfoods. So one thing you want to think about with the flavor you're going for, can you get a superfood benefit out of that flavor? Is there something you can add to enhance your flavor that's also a superfood, which is really good to consider when you're making your drinks as well. And then flaxseed is just something you can add into your dietary. It doesn't really add a flavor. It's really good though. Sunflower seeds and whole coconut, whole ingredients that you would add into a granola. So if you like search granolas on the internet and see all the different flavors of granolas they have by like Quaker Oat granola bars and things, the mix-ins that they put in those are the same mix-ins that you can put into your smoothie and create flavors. Okay, so there's some help right there. Now, matcha green tea, it has its own unique flavor, but it's not overpowering. It does power well with vanilla and cinnamon and almost anything. So matcha green tea is, you know, something you can add to give it a little bit of an exotic flavor. And you can take that anywhere, basically. Now, spirulina. Spirulina is dark green, okay? This stuff is colored. I'm going to show you with a little color swatch on my hand here. I mean, just a little bit, you can see how green it gets. Hold on. I mean, it looks black right here, okay? But let's see if we can spread it out and see how green it is. Do you see how dark green? It's almost black. It's so dark green. But spirulina is basically a veg, you know, a green vegetation that is found basically like not swamp water, I would say, but in a lake, something like that. And it has antioxidant protection, cardiovascular health, eye and brain health, immune system defense, anti-aging benefits, and cellular health. Now, one thing about this spirulina, there is a brand out there that is taking Pinterest by storm, or has for a little while now, but people haven't recognized what brand it is and what it's doing in the smoothie world. And it's a spirulina, but it's a lighter color spirulina. So they've enhanced the color and messed with the color of this natural spirulina so that, and it's 100% vegetarian. So it's teal, almost a teal color, okay? So when you make a smoothie out of it, if you make a yellowish smoothie or a light green smoothie with light green veg, then you can actually make your smoothie almost a teal color. It's beautiful. But I can't find that brand in my state. I don't want to order it online because I just have really invested in a lot of stuff. So, you know, and this one, I just got this one. I mean, it's full. You only need a teaspoon of it. I don't want to buy another one until then. So I wanted to show you guys a teal smoothie, one that you can make for your kids, because there are no teal vegetables and fruits. You're not going to find any. You've got dark blue blueberries that almost turn purple and other things like that, but there just isn't a lot of, you know, bright blue. There just isn't. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a teal smoothie in a little bit, and we'll do that at the end of the show. Right now, some other things you can add for your flavors besides vanilla extract. I mentioned this in the other video. This is called Treatology, and it is by Wilton. Wilton Baking Goods, okay? And it is a system of flavors, a flavor system. Let me see if I can rest my arm and show that to you. Okay, and it comes with all of these flavors right inside there. And the flavors are coconut, champagne, vanilla, graham cracker, basil, salted caramel, peach, or is that apricot? Let me read that really quick. Juicy peach and sweet mare lemon. Okay, so it has eight flavors in a pack. And Wilton has this wonderful little thing with it that tells you what to mix to get certain flavors of desserts. So by mixing these little droplets, you can actually create like a creme brulee, a peach Bellini parfait, a peach meringue tart, a horchata cupcakes, which are like more like salsa cupcakes. So you can actually make an extended amount of flavors, and you know the men and kids in your life are going to love that with adding this. And it adds no calories, no fats, and no carbs. It is literally just a flavor system, and that's what it's called, is the Treatology flavor system from Wilton. So you guys might want to pick yourself up something like that. You know, you might want to throw some basil in there. Basil is an amazing aromatic that can go awesome with vanilla and sweets. Or the salted caramel. Hey, maybe you're a lover of salt and salted sweets, but you're on a diet. You can't have all that salt because you're trying to flush out and detox your system. Now you can have the flavor of salted caramel added to your smoothies without adding any extra salt. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so this is something you might want to have on hand and give it a try. I'll put a link to that at Wilton in the description below because I do think it's that amazing. Something else you can do for your kids, because they do like the thicker, richer shakes all the time. So what you can do is just do pudding. You can take any flavor of pudding and add it to your, that you think would go well with your fruits and your vegetables. Make it sugar-free even. Add some little sprinkles of spice with it too on the top. The kids are going to think that they're getting a super dessert for breakfast, lunch and dinner, however often or whenever they want a smoothie. And it's going to be good for them. It's just going to be enhanced with, some nice flavorant and thickness and richness. They're going to love it. You will too. Okay, so that being said, that your milks can add flavor. Your waters, of course, can add flavor because you got coconut water. Most of your foundations that you're going to find that are healthy are going to be cashew, almond, or coconut based. Or vanilla. Okay, you'll find vanilla as well. And then from there, of course, you can build chocolate onto that, cinnamon onto that. You can actually go savory and do more of like the horchata or something like that as well. So, or you can do more holiday and go, something like the pumpkin and molasses. So you can go any direction you want to with your flavors. The milks are great. I really recommend using the plant-based milks because it's so great for your system. That the animal-based lactose in milk does play on our digestive system a little bit. It slows it down somewhat. And it will, what we're doing is trying to absorb all of what we've got into a smoothie, which is why we want a really great machine that blends it up into such small little pieces and evenly all the way through, is so that our system can, extract everything out of that. And we're not discarding all of our nutrients as we're done with it. And the lactose kind of inhibits that a little bit. So you'll want to think about that too as you're going through and making your drinks. Which is why with the vanilla pudding, I would say this is a last resort for kids because it will thicken, but it is dairy-based. Okay, maybe find something that isn't dairy-based in the puddings. All right, so without further ado, let's make a teal smoothie. Okay, so I'm kind of piled up with my fruit here, but we're going to start with 1 cup of pineapple, and it's not frozen, that's fresh. When you're using pineapple, I recommend that you buy your fresh pineapples and freeze them yourself, because the pineapple or buy the frozen in the produce freezers, because in the freezer section, because pineapple in a can does not taste the same. It's so watered down, you're just going to miss the flavor. Okay, so 1 cup of fresh frozen pineapple or fresh pineapple. We are going to use some spinach. This is spinach that I've had in the freezer. Okay, so we're going to use a handful of spinach. I would say that's about a half a cup. Then we're going to use some frozen mango. Notice I'm trying to stick with some green, but mostly yellow vegetables. Fruits or vegetables. You can use yellow carrot juice for this. A cup of a cup of mango. And then we're going to throw in a little bit of banana. You could also use pear in this too if you wanted to. Oh, let me get my banana. Okay, so we're going to take, I've frozen all my bananas. As you can see, it's totally frozen. And I don't do, I mean, all over YouTube, I see people just like cutting a banana in half and freezing half sizes. And that's okay, but, you know, to save on your blender, just cut them in little pieces. You don't need a big old huge banana frozen in your blender. So about a half a cup of banana. Okay, so to this you could also add a pear and an avocado, and or either of those would also be awesome in here, and avocado would also add to the creamy texture, but we're using banana for that creamy texture right now. Now, what kind of milk do we want for this? So we're going to have mango. Let's do cashew and cashew butter. Is it opened yet? Yeah. A tip with your milks, turn them upside down. Give them a little shake that way. Okay? Because I think it is thicker at the bottom. That's just my idea. Give yourself a cup of milk or liquid that you choose to use. We're going for the white base because we're trying to make this teal. Now, I don't have that beautiful teal spirulina. Mine's really dark green. If I put it in there, it would be as dark as the color of spinach or darker. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and add no spirulina, but we're going to take some Wilton food coloring, cake icing coloring in royal blue. Okay, I'll put these in the link in the description below. Royal blue. And we're going to be using white icing color from Wilton as well. So I've got about 2 teaspoons of white. Did I grab a scoopy? My lid doesn't set on there straight, so I put foil cling wrap on it too. I guess this is a half of a teaspoon. Let's see if I'm going to use that much. Probably not. Maybe like a quarter of a teaspoon. That's better. I should have started with an 1/8 because we don't want that much blue. Let me see if that's going to be enough. Oh, that'll be plenty. Can you see how blue it is? It's kind of dark blue. I might add a little bit more white. This is like Snow White blue. Sleeping Beauty blue, don't you think? And that's about probably just right to turn this to teal. So we'll leave it at that. We could add more white later if we want to. So let's get that in there. Oh, I'll do it in here. Let's pour everything into our blender. I'll get that teal in there. I'm going to put a little bit more white. Let's see how much I'm going to use. So that would be, I would say 3 teaspoons of white and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of blue. A quarter is too much. Okay, so that's the measurements I would recommend. Let's see how that turns out. We can always add more blue before we take it out of there. Let's throw some protein powder in. So we're going to use our Sprouts Whey protein powder. And do I want flax seeds in there? No, we'll just leave it at that. Let me try to swish it a little bit. Do you see the blue? Do you see the color? We might have to add, well, no, once that spinach gets added up in there, it's going to be teal. Hold on. And we're going to do ice crush a button, crushed ice button, because we have frozen fruits and vegetables in there. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. We could also add add some of these Treatology and try them out together. What do we think would go good in there? I could put some vanilla to make it more vanilla. We could put some graham cracker. Heck, we could even throw champagne in there if we want to. Let's do vanilla and graham cracker and see how that turns out. Oh, do I want to? I kind of want to taste it with just this first. But, oh, I know what I'll do. Let's take a bite of it right now. Just like this. It's very good. Actually, the lemon would be really good in there. Let me see, where's that lemon? Let me smell it. Nope, not gonna do lemon. I mean, salted caramel would go good in anything if you like that. Let's throw some graham cracker and vanilla. That's what we're going to do. So just a couple of drops, like 3 drops of graham cracker. Which smells like a cinnamon graham cracker. Oh, I didn't open this one. Haven't opened the vanilla yet. Probably because I got vanilla extract, so. And I'll show you how much we're going to use. 1, 2, 3 drops of vanilla. And we'll just stir that in there really quick. Get it off the spoon. I mean, that's basically what you use if you're making like icing for a whole cake. We're just making a smoothie, so that's going to be plenty. Very nice. Ooh, very nice. I like that. Okay, let me finish mixing it. Okay, we have a smoothie. A nice teal smoothie. Let me get that really close to you. So I know it's not the spirulina, but heck, it's a teal smoothie. Okay, I've got 2 straws here. We'll use that one, the greener one, and let's give it a taste. Wow. Oh, that's good. That is so good. It has all that fruit in there. I didn't put any of the nut butter, but it has a nutty flavor to it. Oh, that's right, we use the nut milk. I think that graham cracker is adding a nut flavor to it. It is so good. That is menu worthy, you guys, at a restaurant. That's good. And we've got a teal smoothie. Okay, so I hope you liked this video and it was informational. Please give me a thumbs up and support me. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Blessed be.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also, if you're looking for more, go ahead and click the image in the center. That'll take you to all my playlists. And you can find me on my social media in the description below.